Once again, Premium Times has stepped into the spotlight, this time by asking tough questions about the NYSC certificate of the Minister of Interior, Olubunmi Tunji Ojo. Through a Freedom of Information request, Premium Times sought clarity and the NYSC responded. Let's take a closer look at both the request and the response. So according to the document exchange between Premium Times and the National Youth Service Corps, there are still several unanswered questions about Olubunmi Tunji Ojo's NYSC certificate record. Let's start with what NYSC said. They claim that Mr. Tunji Ojo was first mobilized for service in 2006 and deployed to the FCT, but later absconded. Then 13 years later, in 2019, he resurfaced, went through remobilization and completed service under the Federal Capital Territory Administration. According to their own statement, his certificate was not printed at the time of passing out because it was omitted in the certificate printing application, and a new certificate was eventually issued on February 28, 2023. Now let's look at where the lapses are. Missing certificate. If truly his certificate was omitted in printing, the first question is, why didn't the minister personally request it long before now? Secondly, remobilization process. NYSC said he was remobilized, but that raises a big question. Who remobilized him? NYSC doesn't just pick people off the streets and remobilize them. It is the institution, the university or polytechnic that can send your name to NYSC through official Senate list. So, was it his school that remobilized him after 13 years, or was it a special arrangement that allowed him to go through the NYSC process again? Because the NYSC Act doesn't clearly support remobilizing someone who has already been declared as absconded. Third is the timing and legality of service while in office. According to Premium Times inquiry, Tunji Ojo became a member of the House of Representatives in June 2019. Yet NYSC's record says he was remobilized the same year and served until 2020. That immediately creates a constitutional conflict. Can a sitting federal lawmaker, someone drawing salary and performing legislative duties, legally be a corps member at the same time? And so the delayed certificate production, even if we have to accept that service was completed in 2020, why was the certificate signed and issued only in 2023? More than 2 years later. Who authorized his remobilization 13 years after absconding? Was it the school? Was it done internally at NYSC? Why didn't he, Tunji Ojo, make a personal effort to retrieve his certificates earlier? And finally, is it constitutionally acceptable for a sitting member of the House of Representatives to be undergoing NYSC service at the same time? Until those points are clarified, the NYSC's letter as it stands leaves more gaps than answers. It is a truth at a time. Take care and have a nice day.